Hey there, welcome to Alpine Bravo. My name's Brendan, and this is my channel for all things Microsoft Flight Simulator. And today I'm doing a Vatsim flight from Chicago Midway down to Ronald Reagan KDCA. Just bring up Volanta so we can see a little bit of the flight briefing. We did have fairly good Vatsim coverage a little while ago. Some of it's just dropped out. Might come back up again. So we have a flight time of an hour and 20 minutes, cruising at 41,000 feet, 587 nautical miles. Our payload, 7 packs, one pilot. Should give us a takeoff weight of 14,659 pounds and a block of 3,339 pounds of fuel. Weather, we've got a pretty good tailwind expected to just bring up Sky Vector, and we can see Sky Vector there. There's direct route, so we're looking at tailwinds in excess of 60 knots with some turbulence reported, but no icing. And there is looks like there's a band of weather sitting right over DC, so we'll just see. So here at Midway, we've got VFR conditions, winds 310, 11 knots, gusting 17, 11 degrees out there. And we'll just pull up DCA. And VFR at DCA, just a high layer of clouds at 14,000. And we are expecting to be landing runway 10. Yeah, 10 doesn't look too good, does it? 22 might be better. Well, we'll see what we get when we're down there. Yeah, winds 250 at 9 knots. Anyway, so not too bad. In terms of traffic here at DCA, we've got the few, all these red aircraft are Vatsim aircraft. In terms of our taxi, we're expecting departure runway 31, so we're probably going to taxi along here and then turning down, crossing all these runways. There'll be no doubt a horrendous taxi instruction, but Tango Echo 2 might be the final part of it. We'll see what it's like when we get down there. Okay, I'll just change the stream back onto the aircraft. So let's get things. Hi there, welcome if you've just joined. Just about to try and get the aircraft set up for our flight down to from Chicago Midway down to Ronald Reagan, KDCA. So just doing all of this in a bit of a rush. Okay, get our battery on. Arm our generators now. Hi there, welcome if you just joined. Just getting the aircraft powered up. I will have to put in a flight plan as well, because I no longer trust the world map to do it, particularly on a Vatsim flight. Okay, so and our avionics master is on. So let's get on with getting in the flight plan in. So we'll start by initializing our position, and we've got nothing in the flight plan at the minute, so it's KMDW. In fact, I'll use this new feature KDCA, it's a little bit quicker. So Right, okay, not really used that too much so far. Okay, so there's no departure as such, but for our arrival, I'll do it backwards. So arrival is the FRD-MM5 arrival. FRD-MM5. And we have the buckle transition. And we'll just put an ILS01 for now. We'll take the Catron transition. We can always amend that if we need to. So coming back to the flight plan, so actually just want to put in our departure runway. So we'll put in 31 center. Again, we can always change that if we need to. So flight plan, and we're going direct to the next page. Right, Lukey is the first one. Lukey, let's see if I can. So you have to turn that off every time you want to use it. Direct to Lukey, execute that. Now we can go into the next page. Yeah, there I've got a space there to get that in. So it's Lukey, Golf India Juliet, Golf India Juliet. It's just a direct. Oatons. Sorry, this is all very boring. Oatons and Ewia is the next. I'm afraid that you have to kind of put them in manually, otherwise if you try and just load them in through the world map, it scrambles them. So Jerry, and then it should be Bucko. We execute all of that. Next, and then we have a Bucko. Alright, okay, so go to legs, Lukey, Gidgeotons, and Wea, Jerry. Now we can get rid of the discontinuity, execute that. A lot of waypoints, but I'll keep that one in because it's a vectors. That's all good. Okay, we'll just get that up, get the flight, so we can just see the sequence on an actual chart, make sure there's no double backs. Lukey, Gidge, Oatons, Anwea, Jerry, and then it's Bucko, and we'll zoom in. This is the start of the star. Drawn, honor, bravery, courage, pledge, we will never forget, September 11th, always, let's roll, victory, hero. Okay, that all looks good, and then we have the discontinuity to Catron, Baden, and runway 01. Right. Alrighty, so our flight plan is in. Let's get frequency up. So we have Midway Tower run 135.2. So we will get that autopong here. 35.2. Nav 1. Not Nav 1. Com 1.
November 1 Lima X-ray, altitude your discretion.
Altitude my discretion, 1 Lima X-ray.
Okie doke. There we have it. Midway Tower, citation November 2751 November. Looking to copy IFR to DCA.
Number 2751 November Midway Tower, I'd love to give you clearance, but I got no flight plan for you, may have to refile.
Roger that. And Midway Tower, you should have the flight plan momentarily.
Number Citation 2751 November, I got it now. You ready to copy?
Ready to copy.
Citation 2751 November, cleared to the Ronald Reagan Airport, Midway 6 departure. Radar vector is Lukey, filed, maintain 3000. Departure is offline, squawk 0515.
So citation November 275 November is cleared to Ronald Reagan via Midway 6 departure. Lukey RNAV, maintain 3000, squawk 0515.
Citation 51 November, readback correct. Information Charlie current. Could you accept runway 31 right?
No problem with 31 right. November 751 November.
And number 51 November, roger, expect 31 right, call for taxi.
We'll call for taxi and expect 31 right.
So that's 335 cross, 22 left at Papa, can you taxi Papa Yankee?
Okay, so we got...
Roger, made a mistake here. We'll take Papa Yankee and cross to the left, 335.
Go for 31 right. And Midway 6. And we'll execute that. We'll check our legs. Lukey. Okay, that's all good. Now we need to make sure that we have briefed our departure.
Attention aircraft Midway Tower closing in 10 minutes.
Okay, that's all programmed in. And we need to make sure we got our fuel on board. Really are doing all of this on the hurry up. And it was 3340 block. So that'll be 15, 16, 17 each tank. Better not forget our squawk. Don't want that. And that. Okay, so let's see, 14,720. And adjust our center of gravity. Good stuff. And we will put in our performance values now. Cruising at 410. And we have 8 persons on board at £190 each.
Central Aircraft Midway Tower is closing, model Unicom 122.8.
Well, there we go, we lost our Vatsim coverage. And we'll go over to 122.8. Always the way. Well,
Chicago traffic, Charlie 6 runway, 9 miles from Jumbo.
Chicago traffic, Air Canada 143 Heavy, 20-mile final for ILS 28 Center.
Midway traffic, helicopter November 311 Lima X-ray, taking off from the Atlantic ramp northbound to O'Hare.
So wind is 290 at 9. And we have an outside temperature of 11. And our pressure is 2985. At 2983. Okay.
United 4885, KLM 96, runway be landing at Chicago.
And V2113. Okay, that's our performance data in. We had an altitude of 3,000 initially, and our squawk was, well, our squawk's a bit redundant now. 0515 he gave us. Put it in.
Chicago traffic, Avianca 987, runway 27 Central vacated. Chicago.
Okie doke. Right, so practice switches on, emergency lights are on, standby switches on, avionics is on, and parking brake is set, wheel chocks removed, cabin door closed, passenger briefing. Can.
May I have your attention, please? We will be taking off shortly. Please turn off all portable electronic devices.
Seats are adjusted and secure, exterior lights are beacon can go on, ECAS we can check, put it in engine mode.
Extend your headrest and fasten your lap belt.
FMS is checked and set, climate control selector is off. We can go for an engine start.
O'Hare traffic, United 2277 taxiing to 22 left via Alpha 2 Bravo Victor, O'Hare traffic.
O'Hare traffic, helicopter 311 Lima X-ray, 10 miles to the south inbound for the signature ramp.
Chicago traffic, 10-mile final for Air Canada 143, 10-mile final for runway 28 center.
Okay, so that's all good. There's a good engine start on left. I'll start right.
O'Hare traffic, Avianca 987 crossing runway 27 left by Romeo.
So N2 is rising. There's accelerating through 14. Press run. ITT rising. N1 rising. Temperatures and pressures rising.
O'Hare traffic, Avianca 987, runway 27 left, vacated. O'Hare.
Okay, and we've got two good engine starts there. So before taxi, avionics is on, climate control selector can now go to normal. Passenger safety light button is on.
O'Hare traffic, helicopter 1 Lima X-ray, 5 miles to the southeast, inbound to overfly the field at 1000 for the signature ramp.
Trims are set, flight controls free and correct.
Midway traffic, Cessna 300 Papa Whiskey, so Cessna 172, 10 nautical miles to the west, will be entering a left downwind for 31 left.
Correct, ground spoils are up, flaps are 15 checked and set, hydraulic pressure is checked, engine anti-ice not required, takeoff data is confirmed and set, and we'll rotate at 100 knots and V2 is 113.
Chicago O'Hare traffic, KLM96, currently 6 miles from Jimbo, planning on landing on runway 27, Charlie, KLM96.
Autopilot. Tested. Turn that yield damper off. Altimeter is checked and set. Pressurization, verify set, ECAS check, activated doors are latched open. Okay, and nav lights can go on, and taxi lights can go on.
Chicago traffic, United 4885 is on turning final for runway 28 center, 15 miles out. Turn Chicago.
Right, we will just plan our taxi now, and because we're going to have to announce it very shortly. So we're going from north ramp to via November, crossing.
O'Hare traffic, helicopter 1 Lima X-ray overflying approach end of 28 and 27 at 1000 for the general aviation ramp.
Tango. Midway traffic, citation November 2751 November. At the north ramp, taxiing 31 right via November, Papa, Tango, crossing 22 right, 22 left. Midway traffic.
Chicago traffic, Air Canada 143 heavy, clear runway 28 center. O'Hare traffic, helicopter 1 Lima X-ray, overflying runway 27 right left and 27 center, landing at the signature ramp.
So here we have the road short for 2 to right. I'll go ahead and cross. Landing lights and strobes can go on for the crossing. Then we're going to make a right hand turn after we cross.
Oh yeah, traffic KLM96 on 9 mile final for runway 27 center.
Oh, well I can't go there, so I'll have to carry on.
O'Hare traffic, United 766 over here, Jumbo, handbound out at 27 center.
Midway traffic, Cessna 300 Papa Whiskey is on a base for 31 left. Midway.
Chicago traffic, Aircraft 143 is taxiing to the international ramp through the Gulf, crossing runway 28 right onto Victor 3.
Oh yeah, traffic KLM96 5 mile final on runway 27 channel.
Traffic, United 4885 is on 5 mile final, runway 28 center, Chicago.
Midway traffic, Cessna 300 Papa Whiskey is on a short final, 31 left. Midway.
Chicago traffic, Air Canada 143, clear up runway 28 right.
There goes that Cessna. So we'll take a left here into Tango. Well, it's on a Yankee actually. Tango, that's southwest there, is live Vatsim traffic. Carry on round to Tango. Not all the southwests here are live, some of them are static. Scenery.
O'Hare traffic, American 684 heavy, lining up runway 22 left, O'Hare.
Oh yeah, traffic KLM96 about to disconnect on runway 27 center, cleared for landing Antigua.
Midway traffic, Cessna 300 Papa Whiskey, clear 31 left, taxiing Alpha to signature. Papa Whiskey.
O'Hare traffic, United 766, short final for ILS 27 center. O'Hare.
O'Hare traffic, United 2277, holding short, 22 left, O'Hare traffic. O'Hare traffic, American 684 heavy, departing runway 22 left, O'Hare.
Air traffic United 2277 lining up 22 left, O'Hare.
Midway traffic, citation 51 November, holding short 31 right. Midway traffic. Okay, we're at the hold short. We can just go through our for takeoff. Ice protection not required. Rudder bias is checked. Seats are upright and outboard. Flaps are checked and set. Speed brake 0%. Trims are set. Crew briefing is complete. TCAS is RA, and we are squawking. Mode Charlie. Radar is required. Push the go around button. Battery amps verified 20 or less. Verified. We can remove the systems. Ice protection is required. Kudu heat can go on. ECAS checked and as expected. So exterior lights, strobes and landing lights on, taxi lights off.
Air traffic United 2277 taking off 22 left, O'Hare.
Midway traffic, citation 51 November, lining up 31 right. Midway traffic.
Traffic, E85 is taxiing to the Bravo Gate via Papa Fox Echo crossing 28 right, Echo November Lima 1 Tango 8 Alpha 7 Chicago.
But which Chicago? There's 4. Okay, that's as lined up. I'll sync the heading bug.
O'Hare traffic, helicopter 311 Lima X-ray at the signature ramp. Going to be taken off for departure to the north for Chicago Executive Airport at 1,000 feet.
So
O'Hare.
we will just make sure our takeoff data is set. Our routing is we're going to climb out on the Midway 6 and then we'll make a right hand turn. Yeah, we just want to get above 1,000 feet and then we'll turn to the right. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So we can, parking brake is released. Let's get the timer on. Timer is started.
5 is crossing 28 right. Chicago.
Midway traffic, Peak 17, 15 mile final for 31 center.
Midway traffic, citation 51 November, departing 31 right on the Midway 6. Midway traffic.
Clear traffic, 976, crossing 27 left.
Takeoff power set and indicated airspeed's alive. 70 knots, cross check, all green. 100 knots, rotate. Come on, get up. Positive rate, gear up. .400 feet, yaw damper can go on. Nav. There's 1,000 feet, flaps can go up.
Altitude.
Climb power set. It's 3,000 feet.
Chicago Executive Traffic, helicopter 1 Lima X-ray inbound for landing runway 14 for a transition onto Kilo 3.
So we'll just set 10,000. And heading bug round. Go into heading mode. Ooh, fairly steep bank there. Good view of Chicago. Got some traffic. to our left. So we'll keep that steep bank in.
Foyer traffic, not 1066 crossing 4 left.
Okay, we can bring that out now. Let's sink the heading bug. Build up our speed. And we'll set a flight level change.
Chicago Executive Traffic, helicopter 1 Lima X-ray, short final 3-4, transitioning to Kilo 3, taxiway.
It's 10,000 feet, landing lights can go off. Alarm, LNAV. Let's trim it out a bit. Okay, autopilot on and indicated. So we're in heading mode, FLC 240 set, and we'll bring it up to cruise altitude, which is 410. We want to go legs, direct, Lukey.
Midway traffic, peak 17, 10 mile final, 31 center. Chicago Executive Traffic, helicopter 1 Lima X-ray, clear, runway 34, taxi to the dog.
Midway traffic citation 51 November, departed 14,000 feet direct Lukey. Midway traffic. We will tune the Gipper VOR on nav1 and we'll get that. We're already out over Lake Erie. Or is it Superior? I always get them mixed up. And we want the PFD menu, and we want to get bearing screen, and we want VOR1 on needle 1. Coming up on 18,000, we can go standard pressure. Some United traffic out there, down below us. Can't see him. It's actually so nice not flying with this stupid Microsoft ATC. So that was us at Lukey. And Lukey, we were expecting £29,000 of fuel on board, and we had 29,020. It's pretty accurate. Just had that horrible moment. I thought I was still in climb and takeoff power, but I'm not. Checklist. Never did my after takeoff checklist, that's why. So landing gears up, flaps are up, throttles are in climb, yaw damper is on, autopilot is on, ice protection not required, passenger lights can go off, landing lights are off, pressurization is checked and altimeters are set, and well, this is again why we cross check. Set the standby to 29902. It's interesting. Shows 29903 on the pre-selected. And speaking of pre-selected, I just want to try something. We want to get the VOR2 up. So what's a good frequency for VOR2? Would be 113.7, so nav2 can go 113.7.
Altitude. Altitude. FS Realistic connected.
Dulles traffic, United 2277 is at 8,500 to the west of Dulles, inbound for landing ILS 19 center, Dulles traffic.
May I have your attention, please? We will be landing shortly. Please turn off all portable electronic devices, stow tables, secure luggage, and loose items. Return your seat to the upright and outboard position. Extend your headrest and fasten your lap belt and shoulder harness. After landing, please remain in your seat with your lap belt and shoulder harness securely fastened until the aircraft is come to a complete stop in the parking lot. Thank you.
Victor, automated weather observation 2200 Zulu. Wind 196 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 4,500 feet overcast. Temperature, 9er C, dew point 10 C, altimeter 2967.
Washington Airport information, uniform 2200 Zulu. Wind 227 at 8. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition 2,200 feet, scattered ceiling 4,500 feet overcast. Temperature 11. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29er decimal 70. Visual runway 19er in use. Landing and departing runway 19er. DFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have uniform. Washington Airport information, uniform 2200 Zulu. Wind 228 at 7. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition 2,300 feet.
Altitude.
DCA traffic, Citation November 2751 November on the Freedom 5 arrival for the River Visual 19. DCA traffic.
DC traffic, United 2277 is on final. 19 center at Dulles, DC traffic.
Autopilot. Altitude.
DC traffic, United 2277 is clear of 19 center, DC traffic.
Ronald Reagan traffic, citation November 275. 1 November, established on the river visual, one-way 19er, 6 mile final. Reagan traffic.
Reagan traffic, Moscow 001 standing by the Clipper 2 for the Elizabeth 19.
Reagan traffic, citation November 2715, November vacated runway 19 at Foxtrot, Reagan traffic.
Reagan traffic, Moscow 001 A320, we're making the right turn, descending 6,000, I'm going to run the Clipper 2, then we're turning in for the visual 19, Reagan traffic.
Okay, there we are on the stand. Shut down. That was interesting. I haven't flown the river visual.
Reagan traffic, Mach 001 turning inbound for the river visual runway 19er, Reagan traffic.
Here's someone else coming in on a river visual. Yeah, it's really good fun. It was quite a stiff cross window, which warped the landing a bit. But it's nice to be here again. So I really like this airport. It's a super interesting approach. Drone for a little fly, and I made PS were nice and smooth as well, which was always good. And there's the traffic coming in for the river visual. Got a ways to go. There's the threshold for 19 there. It's quite an extraordinary approach, really, considering how close it is to the centre of DC. What's he flying? It's an Airbus A320 by the looks of it. from Pittsburgh. It's pretty good, he's on track.
Washington Reagan traffic, Moxie 001, just entered the River Visual runway 19 about 10 miles out at 3000. Reagan traffic, please advise.
Yeah, that's him at 10 miles. Once you get to know the approach, of course it gets quite a lot easier, and you can recognise all the bridges on the river. The key thing is not to bust the airspace restriction, which is immediately to the left of the river, and will get you in a lot of trouble if you did it in real life, because it's the airspace restriction with the White House. Should be in at about 8 miles now. Of course, the big risk is that you line up on the wrong runway and you line up on 15 instead of 19, as I had just lined the camera up on the wrong runway. Definitely flying a nice track. Straight down the river. It's not 6 miles. A bit less actually.
Reagan traffic, Moxie 001 is 4 miles out on the River Visual 19 landing 19. Reagan traffic.
Nice to hear him doing all his calls. Professional. Oh no, he came from Philadelphia, not from Pittsburgh. So he's at 900 feet now. Yeah, his profile's good. He's following my track exactly. He's starting to turn inside now, which is good because I left my turn a little late. I ended up to the left of the runway. Yeah, he's doing a nicer turn. Right over the centre of the George Washington Memorial Bridge. Lovely, right down in the threshold, in the landing zone. Beautiful. Nice landing, sir.
I appreciate it. It wasn't too bad, was it?
enjoying a bit of plane watching your approach.
It's a fun one. I've been doing it a lot recently. Thank you.
It shows. That was really good.
I was a little slow on the final approach, but that was pretty solid.
Yeah, I've overshot my turn a little bit, ended up to the left of the runway, just didn't help the crosswind.
First time I ever did, I was extremely low on the final approach, or on the approach, and then way too high on the final. 10 different times, so I'm getting better at it.
Practice makes perfect.
And Reagan traffic, we're clear of 19er at we took 22 Juliet, we're going to be taxiing Juliet to the ramp.
I was streaming that, by the way, so if you want to see what it looked like, it's Alpine Bravo, it's the YouTube channel.
I'll repeat YouTube channel, or if you want to send it in the chat, I'll check it out.
I'll send it in the chat.
Awesome, thank you all. See if it looks good.
Yeah, you can see my JQ landing as well.
Alright, I'll take a look.
That's it. Right, enough of that. Thanks for watching. I'm going to shut things down now, so our beacon can go off, and our ignition generators can go off, avionics can go off, and our master battery can go off. Set off the rest of the switches. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.